Hello, hello. Did I move this? There we go. Must have moved it. Try to get that within the screen, right? My desk's on wheels, so it kind of moves around a little bit sometimes when I get in and out of here. Welcome, everyone. I got the sound on. It looks good. I think I started a minute early, so I'll wait for the room to get a little bit more people in here. There's a... I don't know. There's a thought. Say hi when you come into the chat. Welcome, everybody. Good. We got a few people in here. We'll get going. There's a... every week that I do this, well, okay, how about I start here? Things changed for me after the election. It wasn't who won the election. It was the vibration that the human collective chose to experience in furtherment. Hello, Tim. Very good, Timmy. And because it was all about vibration, and I did a lot of work on focusing on a certain frequency to manifest in my reality, but I can't affect the human collective. It's 8 billion strong, right? So, we didn't play that timeline out. And it actually, it was quite beneficial for me because I saw some things in myself that I didn't particularly like. Love you too, Tim. It wasn't that I liked it or disliked it. It was more of like, wow, I really saw something inside myself. And everything that I always teach is everything is an internal recognition of your own truths that create your world. And I found something. I found something spectacular. I found something absolutely amazing. And I've said it, and I've said it to you guys, but I've said it to myself. And there's always a time that a particular understanding merges. And this is what happened. The state of being of unconditional love is one way to put it. The state of being of isnness is another way. You have perfect peace is yet another. But see, if you interpret those words through an emotional relationship, something to do with intention, posture, identity, hope, a way to carry yourself, an approach to life, then that's not the quality of it. And I think what happened after the election, I gave up. And I think that did the trick. I went through a ton of human emotions: disappointment, anger, frustration. The beauty of loving yourself is absolutely unequivocal to any other thing you can ever imagine. Being with yourself, fully whole with yourself, is absolutely, I cannot describe it. I can't give you the words for it. Because if I did, they're going to still be lost in translation. So through my work, transcending relationships, I got to this idea of like, whenever anything comes, I totally surrender to it and just gave into it and say, this is the new reality. Ramtha had said, I spoke to him, and he had said to me, when you find perfect place and perfect peace, perfect place is absolutely okay, 100%, without any objections from your ego of where you are and who you are. That's when you are ascended. I'm not claiming an ascension here at all. But I felt what he meant. I understand what he meant in that moment. Because after I got angry and was just like, what the fuck are we doing on this earth? There was so much going for that. And then after the election, I looked at the hollowness. I felt the hollowness of vibration, the falsities that were out there, the ideas of polarity still rich and thick among the collective. So it wasn't my business. I put a kind of a hope on it, which is, of course, disastrous, you know? So, but that's okay. I have an expectation. See, I have to do these things that are natural to me to discover they're not the nature of me. And I discovered, oh, I still had these human perspectives dwindling or hanging out in my truth as a way to interpret reality, which only gives me 100% a human experience. And I'm here to transcend the human. And it happened. And it wasn't Wednesday. After Wednesday's class, Easy does it with a $20 super chat. Thank you. Woot. Thank you, Easy. Thank you so much. And Wednesday was a day of anger. And then I channeled in my advanced classes. And the being Isurus came in. And it was such a phenomenal channeling. It was so beautiful and so understanding and so evolutionary and so revolutionary to the self. And all day Thursday, the whole fucking day, I didn't have one speck of ego. I felt it moving, but I never became the truth of the identity. There was a being, a place, and it was my state of being. It's not a physical place. It's my state of being throughout the entire day of this divine nonchalance that is absolutely undescribable. And you want to go there because you would never, in that state of being, have 1 ounce of fear. I want you to think about that, guys. Think about how much you fear every day. Anxiety, pressure, control, obligated, motivated, dedicated, guilty, remorseful, caring, sympathetic, empathetic. Look what we do every day as an algorithm of our coveting identity by being here on earth and growing up and living that way. Okay? Think about that. Think about that day. See, you can't imagine it because you can only imagine it through the human perspective. That's the key. I tore it down because I've done the work. Even right now, I can feel a pressure on myself. Because for some reason, I want you to understand this, but I know I can never have you understand this. All only I can do is offer. That doesn't negate that I'm offering. But I can't have any kind of vibrational posture towards the collective to want them or need them to experience what I've experienced. I can't do that. So I need you to maybe perhaps listen to this. Maybe you understand something. That this is, from my truth, an eternal journey, and everything is your ego until it's not. And when you know it's not your ego, you will not have an opinion about it. It'll be a state of being without an opinion. You won't have to argue. You won't have to defend. You won't have to claim. You won't have to try. Oh my God, fucking trying. It is the most ridiculous thing ever. It's great with humans. First you don't succeed, try again. Really? Really? Yeah, that's very human. I understand it now. And I would love for you to understand it. But there's no way you can unless you do the work yourself. And the work is right in front of you. Every single day, every single minute of the day, there's a relationship going on. And every single minute of the day, you are awake to yourself. And you have to have the courage to recognize that that emotion, I don't care if it's good or bad, any kind of emotion, and emotion is a posture. Emotion might be control, pride, prejudice, separation, division, hope, need, anything that you can label as an action of a relationship is your ego. I don't care if you believe it or not. I'm not here to argue. I want you to look at it. I want you to observe it. And it took these words, I'm enough, to get to that place, because I was never enough. I was a failure, and I was reinforced as the failure, as the disappointment, as society reinforced it too, because I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do because I wanted to be that success, that money, that great life that everyone promised. What a crock of shit. Great life is not found on the outside. It's only a relationship. If you can only love 100% of the time, then why do you need to be great? Your greatness is fulfilled in the moment. Why do you need to be successful? If you're in love with yourself, the wholeness of your own being, your existence. That's it, man. It's so wonderful. Self-discovery with Lisa. Hello, it's Mark. And oh, hi, guys. Yes, so much been moving through it. Yes, no kidding. Hi, guys. Great for you guys to tune in. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, guys, if you haven't given us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up if you like the channeling. Tim Simpson says, Roxy, I've been doing things and sharing things with females, and I love them. I love females, Roxy. I want to tell you so much that happened with me, and I might just send you an email. Okie dokie. Yeah, well, yeah, females are awesome. But I can give you an idea, Tim. Females are outside of you. I'm not telling you to become a female like me. I'm not saying that. What I'm doing is look at those relationships that are occurring inside. Everything is a relationship to reality. Hey, Kevin, love you too. Everything is a relation. It's so wonderful, God. And then on Friday, yesterday, I maintained it, but there was a couple of times that I felt the ego come in, and I was thinking about scenarios and engaged in emotion. I was like, wow, look at me thinking. Think about a scenario. Think about what happened and what might or might not happen. Feel yourself emotionally thinking about, you get a letter, you get some news, you get an idea, and then feel your mind project. Project. Feel that. Watch the relationship. Let the details go. They're not about the details. What you have to observe is the emotional. That's how you're creating your now with that relationship. Everything is a relationship. Seth nailed it in the first book. Everything is relationship. Everything is how you interpret your reality that gives you experience. I'm glad to see you too, Ming. And how your experience is creating your world. There's nobody else doing it. It seems ludicrous to the divided mind. The divided mind is what you need to recognize. The mind in here is divided. When it's undivided, it doesn't matter what the outside, because you can't relate to it in any other fashion except in a state of being of unconditional love, of perfect peace, of serenity, of divine nonchalance, whatever you want to call it. It is wonderful. And it took work to get there. I even feel the pressure of myself now. I can feel my mind thinking, because I don't know if I can do enough for you. I don't know if this video you're watching is good enough for your time. See, that's an algorithm in my mind, because I'm always trying to get approval from the outside. This happened when I was started little, and it was rejection after rejection after rejection by my brother, by my father, by my teachers, by my code, because I was skinny. I was of course effeminate as shit. I carried my books like this instead of like this. I did all that stuff. So I had a very, very judgmental growing up. So I'm always trying to get that acceptance, And I can feel those algorithms in me, but I can't speak that way. I can't let it, look, watch it. I can't take that and move it into an intention. My frequency changes, therefore my thought patterns change, my input changes, and what I can access through my collective is now muddled by my intention vibration, which only pulls from the source of human. So you're going to get a very human talk. You don't want a human talk, you can get that anywhere. You need a godly talk. You need authenticity, you need wisdom, you need clarity, you need a reflection to find something within your kingdom that allows you to recognize and ascend yourself just that one more tiny little bit, which moves you vibrationally into a different version of yourself. That brings a new collection of vibrational versions of reality attracted over and over and over and over and over again, where it seems endless, but you stay with it. And then it changes. And then it changes. It just starts to change. It starts to change. Then you're not fearing life. I have fear built in. Built in. Do you guys have fear? There's nothing to fear, I swear to you. You create fear by relationship. You have the truth of fear in you through the idea of consequence, loss, change, uncertainty. And these are things that are swimming in your vortex, and you look through those idea interpretation truths. Those truths are valuable to you. They're your identity. Of course, you're going to look at reality. You can't see it another way until you change the relationship with the reality. Until you see it yourself and say, wow, maybe I can look at this belief system that says I should be afraid, or I need, or I'm supposed to, or I should try, and maybe that's better. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than where you are here and now. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than where you are here and now. Everything you project to be better is going to put your vibrational lack into full gear, and you'll never be better. You'll be an appetical desire of constant failure, lacking your betterment, always egoically urging yourself to try again, and then die very, very sad and tired and exhausted from a lifetime of effort. You don't have to have that life, I'm telling you. You don't have to have that life. It's a change. It's a very good change in me. And I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to share this new version. And I had bouts of the ego coming in here and there this last couple of days. But every time I recognize it, I didn't fight it. I surrendered to it and I allowed it. And all I did is just shift my thought back to my isness. And I was like, that's not me anymore. And automatically I felt this tension release and this peace return. Easy Does It says, I'm working on my fear every day, reminding myself what it is when it comes up. Yes. When you feel it, recognize right now, here and now, fear is not active. It's only active in the future. It's only a potential, but it's active now in a relationship that you're creating by validating fear. When you recognize, you go, wow, that's not happening. I accept my fear. Not the ideas, not the details, just the fear itself. Say, wow, come here, fear. I got you. And be afraid, be scared. I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm not going to do anything to change it. I'm not going to act on the fear to prevent the fear, because then I'm enabling fear with the intention of change, which is lack, because I'm not accepting my truth now for ascension ideas. And then you just enable it. Can you believe that? We freaking enable it. We don't need to enable our identity anymore. Phenomenal. And I'm not even used to this character yet, this new self. Seth, as well as Isserus, Sylvester in the classes that we have, is talking about your constant familiarity. See, when you grow comfortable with something, you understand why you don't choose the other realities. The more you recognize the self that's no longer, the more easy it is to stay in the new self you've birthed. And I love it. And I don't have to fight for it. And I don't have to try to get big, get to it. I just release any of the ideas that swoop in. And that's just more of a transcendent. So the familiarity of being is exceptional. And it's more and more constant. So I know this is the permanency. It's more me. The idea of I'm God. And there's not even the idea of my whole self anymore. I don't have to look at that division anymore. I'm not worried about the higher self or the whole self or anyone else because I'm God, one and all. I have to take care of this. This new birthing idea is now forged and moving forward in its infancy, understanding its relationship with creation as it has awoken to itself. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see, we got Manny here. Manny Shevitz. Hi, Manny. You don't have to do anything anymore. I just see some movement to serve as an appetizer, and the familiar logo of Odyssey of Ascension pulls back so much of what's been taught before. Oh my God, isn't that wonderful? God, what a wonderful statement. Thank you, Manny. Oh, Eric. I just read it. That's Eric. Hi, baby. I'm glad you're here tonight. Those were great words, Eric. You are such a bright reflection, such a sweetheart. Thank you, dog. Oh, it's so good. It's so good not to be, you have a pressure of yourself to perform, to make sure you guys or things or reality gets done. It's so easy when you let go. You just flow in the moment. Anyways, I just wanted to share the news that there is a place of isness. I'm not 100% with it, and I'm not going to measure it as I'm going, but I know I'm there. And I don't say it out of bullshit, which is one of the greatest freedoms. Isn't it wonderful not to pretend to be your hopeful self? Actually fake who you think you want to be or you're going to be, but you're not that. You don't have to maintain that avatar. You just fucking know who you are. And there's no effort in being the self. Existence itself is already. Timmy goes, Roxy, I think I'm God now too. I am I. Who are you? You're awesome, Roxy. That's who you are. Well, thank you, dog. Yeah. You know the formula. It's I'm enough. My existence is proof that creation chose me. Therefore, I'm blessed. I start there. I have all kinds of thoughts bombarding my mind, telling me emotionally, scaring me, moving me, reacting. I'm reacting. I'm this automatic mechanism to these different ideas of beliefs. But I am a master among myself. I recognize the pull, the draw, the appetite, the fish hook waiting for me to bite, the other people wanting me to feed their reality as they see the version of me needs to fulfill them. I don't do it anymore. I just recognize that. First step, recognition. I see it. I understand it. Belief system. I gained it for the experience of my wholeness, my newness. I experience my pain, my love, my hate, my sorrow, all these devilish, evil things in my mind, what to do to people that cause pain, which makes me cause pain, which makes me exactly what I don't want to be. I love it. I embrace it. I understand it. I swim in the cesspool of humanity as that division, but what I'm doing is swimming in unconditional love, unconditional experience, unconditional realities undiscovered. That's what I've done. And I've enriched my own existence by swimming in this idea, by allowing humanity to bombard me with its separation, to show me parts of creation that I could never experience unless I forgot and separated myself and created a divided mind within my own kingdom. Knocked myself off the throne. I honor myself for this journey. And now that I've awoken, I recognize those things that are only the truths of choice. Very valuable truths. I value it, I create it, I repeat it, I attract it, I express it, it doesn't change. And then I see it, and then I say I can change now because I recognize it and I choose a different world. I choose not to act in that idea identity. I die and create a new self. I transcend with surrender and ownership, acceptance of that. I don't fight why things are happening. I tried to fight. I was like, why the fuck did we not get the Earth of first contact? Pushed back to like 2035 supposedly now. Why didn't I get that Earth? I did everything. I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't do everything. You did yourself. This is the version of yourself, and this is the version humanity chose. You're not going to push an entire collective in an individual direction, and I'm not understanding enough to create a timeline that doesn't even have those participants. There's one ascending Earth. I got to be on that co-created assigned Earth to Ascension. I was fighting it. What am I doing? Fighting. Oh, I'm resisting. I'm creating a lackful self that I'm experiencing. Only I experience. Recognition. I see it. That's me creating a reality because I'm a little crybaby. Because I didn't get what I wanted. But it does. I did get what I want. I got recognition. I got opportunity. I got transcendence through choice. I got change. I birthed anew, and I felt my new self becoming, maintaining familiarity, isness, taking over, peace, serenity. It's so good not to fear. I'm going to say it again. It's so good not to fear. Oh, I'm going to catch up on the chat. Easy Does It says, Roxy, I feel it's so foreign here and now. It's like I don't belong here. Everything feels so fake and pressed. Is that okay? Yes, Easy. It does feel fake because what you're doing is recognizing the division within that you. And don't judge what's fake, except you're now, as this whole world is your experience of that. Everything is okay, Easy. Nothing is out of bounds that is not right or wrong. Everything must be accepted as its truth to feel it in your heart, not your mind. This will discern and tell you the truth of things. Of course it's okay. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to feel the fakeness. I feel the fakeness. I understand what they're doing. They're playing a game of polarity. They're arguing between God and science, and they're doing all that. All they're doing is creating an experience for the eternal self that they are. That's it. There's nothing else truly happening except life experiencing itself. They have each is translating. Oh, this affects this, and this is going to be this, and this is going to be that, and that's going to be that, and that's everyone living in their now, right here in their head. That's all it is. Look at that fucking! It's happening right between the fucking temples. Isn't that phenomenal? Now you recognize that, Easy. Now you understand. I got this. So now I'm in this new relationship. I see everything is fake, but I know I'm real. My existence is real, and that's enough. And I shall choose my reality according to what I feel, this vibration. And you can distinctly, pay attention, everyone, you can distinctly feel the vibration of an egoic structure, right? Intention, need, desire, hope, guilt. You can feel you reacting or choosing from that approach. You can recognize that. Don't do it. I don't care how monumental, don't do it. Because the more you deconstruct that reality by not engaging with it, energy follows awareness, not energizing it with your will, then guess what? It dies. It goes away. And what are you focusing on? This, and this is what's birthing. This is what's growing. That's what you do, Master. That's what you do. Bree, hi, darling. 2035 still feels like such a blessing. Absolutely. It's going to be a wonderful time for experience. It's going to be absolutely wonderful when the first contact is made. The vibration of the collective will be lined up. There's not going to be battles or wars or there are going to be some that are like, I don't know about this, but it's going to be good. Manny says, thank you. Here we are. Here we keep working. Yes. Kinra. Hi, Roxanne. Been a while. Always good to tune in. Hi, darling. Hi. Oh, that's Kevin Ra. Hi, Kevin. Yeah, great for you to tune in. Thank you. And you're welcome, Easy. You're welcome. And thanks again, Kevin, for tuning in. So it's really good. It's really good. It exists. Everything is a representation. If you look at what the collective is interested in, and as far as the United States is concerned, that's what the collective of the United States chose. This is the vibration they wanted to experience because that was their truth. So they used the system of expressing their truth, voting, and they got their truth. And now everyone in the co-created collective, from their own individual standpoint, get to experience that truth of humanity. And then that reflects on the kingdom, and the kingdom says, is this our truth going forward? Do we want to change this? That's what it's about. Some people want to keep it and enable it, and some people say, no, I'm going to shift my energy. I'm not going to fight it. God, don't fight it. No. Don't argue. I was watching all this political stuff after the election, and they had all the blame game on the Democratic side, and they were like, why didn't they didn't understand. It was like, you're trying to get someone to understand your point of view. That's a preacher. You might as well be holding church. You can't do that. We can't do that. You have to represent. So when you take away your focus and you express a different version of reality within your own kingdom as your own authenticity, that's the change that people see, not an argument. Oh, for God's sakes, hell no. No, there's no argument. You're never going to win an argument. You're always going to create a relationship of opposing. Duh. Because that's what an argument is. It's debatable. You got two sides. That's polarity. That's enabling reality for you to continue. You never do that. They did the same thing. They gave all these common sense ideas of this, and this one gave all these common sense ideas of this, and they both looked at it and says, I like this one better. You never represented them. We never represented the self-expressed without reason and justification in law and in violence to enforce that. Just a simple piece of my own existence is enough. You can feel it, can't you? You can feel it inside of you. There's a state of being. There's a place inside of you that doesn't need all that parade and pomp and circumstance, does it? It's a state of being, folks. I think I found it again, right? I can feel the pull left and right within my own consciousness. Thank you, Tim. Alex, hi, Roxy. It's been needing to hear this. Thank you. You're welcome. It's an attraction. That's all that is. There's a part of this part that you all attract. All of you create a version of me that allows you to see within your kingdom, to reflect upon your own truth and choose a new version of yourself for evolutionary sake. Don't be afraid of the unknown. The unknown is exquisite. The unknown is a place of prosperity, growth, and expansion. self-discovery, and unyielding love. It's not fear. It's not loss. It's not failure. It's not uncertainty. It's fucking love. Listen, I love you guys. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up. Oh, 26 people in here. Look at you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. We don't usually get that many. So I'd like to offer you Odyssey of Ascension is you want to check out my website and check out my videos. If you need me, you can connect with the website. Like Easy does it, you can donate through Super Chat, or you can go to the channel or to my website if you like to donate. But what I really want you to do is, if I had a want, which I don't even know if it's possible to want something for you anymore, because I know something about you guys. I know that you're perfect love, perfect peace, perfect serenity. You're an eternal, beautiful, unconditional light that reinforces my existence and expands my existence every day, right? So I know you're fine. But look at the self. If you need help on recognition, then let me know and I'll let you know how to recognize it. But it's real simple. It's emotion. Any single one of them. Bree says, so glad I found you tonight. I'm traveling to a retreat Tuesday and might miss class. How perfect if I miss you this week. Oh, no worries, Bree. You get the recording. You know that, darling. But if we don't see you in class, we'll see you next week. It's not fair or it's not fear. Either one. I love you too, Jenny. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it an evening. I did my nails. I haven't done them in like a year. And now I think I'm going to do my nails. Pretty good. Not bad, right? For a year, right? All right, guys. I love you. Go be awesome, okay? We'll see you in the next now, everyone. Have a beautiful night. Ciao. Good night, everyone. Thanks all for tuning in. See you in the next now.